Hello everybody, Flick here. It's time for yet another Let's Look At, and today we are taking a look at Planet Coaster by Frontier Developments. If you've been keeping up with my live streams, you'll have seen me play this for, I think, a combined 4 hours-ish on stream, and I've done about an extra hour or so off camera since then, kind of working on some stuff. So very much first impressions. They describe this game as a coaster park simulation. I describe it as a mix between Roller Coaster Tycoon and Theme Park, if you remember those. And it's very, very addictive. I have a lot of positive things to say about it. And we're going to jump into a park I've been making on stream. So again, if you have been watching me play it on there, you're going to be familiar with Scotland's Worst Theme Park, which is the one I've been doing. By the way, this main menu music is absolutely fantastic. I love it. So let's jump in. The reason I wanted to jump into an in-progress one is so that I'm not just starting with the very basics of the park. This park is working, it's functioning, there's a lot of big rides, there's ride variety. It'll give me a good way to show off the various aspects of the game. It is worth pointing out that I am recording this video after the first major and minor patch landed, which addressed I think the only real concern people had, which was the management side of the park was proving too simple, or too easy, maybe not necessarily simple, but easy to stay in the black rather than get into the red. This has been addressed, the game is now a little bit harder. I haven't seen the full effects of it yet, but we might here. But anyway, the initial load takes a little while, but then we're in and it's pretty much seamless after that. This is, I think it calls it challenge mode, if I've forgotten now. But this is a mode where you're given just a bit of land and you can build your heart's content. However, you do still have all the restrictions imposed by money, so you have to earn a living, you take loans occasionally, that kind of stuff. Yeah, it is challenge mode, because there's challenges you can do for little bonuses akin to something like, say, Prison Architect. There is also a campaign of sorts where you're giving parks with certain scenarios, and you are required to work against these special rules and still turn a profit or get a certain number of people visiting. Let me just pause while we're talking here. No, let's speed up. Sorry, I keep forgetting. The shortcut for pause is P. It's almost as if that makes sense or something. So yeah, this is my park as it stands. We can zoom out quite a ways away. We'll go into more detail about these huge roller coasters soon, don't worry. But the main body of the park is kind of here. The bigger your park gets, the framier the game gets. They're kind of addressing that, although it does still get fairly bad once you've got a massive park. Even on a good kit like mine. But anyway, yeah, in challenge mode, I'm supposed to be building a coaster that's at least 1,400 meters long, or achieve a monthly profit from just shops and facilities. Facilities being things like toilets, first aid, ATMs. You can charge for all these things if you want. And achieve a park balance of 40. I'm not sure what this is actually referring to. I'm not sure if it means like a balance between young visitors, teens and adults. Not 100% on that, but that's my current challenges, and you also get notifications every month. So in the last month, an in-game day is a real-time month, if that makes sense. Sort of, like, it'll turn to night once, go to day, and it'll give you results for a month having passed, even though it's technically, to you, it felt like a single day. So my profit last month was just under 4 grand, my park rating went up by another 52, but we are paused here. So you have basic rides that usually fall into the category of either being family-friendly, or thrillers, or nausea-inducing. The roller coasters are the main draw, but to earn enough money to have them, you've got to start small. So I started over here, here's my entrance here, put down some really basic stuff, the Whirligig, Venetian Carousel, some shops, and a lot of these things are prefab in terms of the ones that look very different. If you put down just one that isn't a prefab, like for instance this Gulpy Slush, it's just a box, but you can add to the box. I need the loo after the Gulpy Slush. But you're making profits, so I don't care. That might be telling me, or warning me rather, that I need another bathroom. I have one bathroom, the clown face is a bathroom, and then there's one that doesn't look like a clown face somewhere, but I've forgotten where I put it. Maybe I do only have the one, actually. Oh wait, no, there it is. It just looks like a black void. But it is a toilet, and it is making money because I actually am charging a small amount for my toilets, although I still managed to make 2 people not want to go to the loo. That's fine, because if a toilet is making profit, then the park is doing well. We'll unpause, but keep it on speed 1 here, so at least we can hear the park being active. The rides have music. You can adjust the music of the rides individually. And I just love how it looks. When you actually put time and effort into a park, and you just get views like that, I love it. The visual style of the game is a lot like City Skylines. And I mean that in a positive fashion. I like looking at a park living and breathing once you put the effort in. And we can see people queuing as well. These extra queues are priority passes, so if people buy a priority pass, they can skip a portion of a given queue. I believe right now my priority pass isn't proving that popular because I think I'm not cutting out huge sections of the busiest rides. Here's my information booth sale. Yeah, I've missed 16 sales. I'm selling it for $6.66 because I'm Satan in charge for everything. 12% of people think it's for suckers. 2% think it's really cheap. It's balancing out to be kind of neutral, I guess. And much like Theme Park, you can choose to ride any ride you want. So, for instance, if I just wanted to hop on this, there you go. That's cinematic cam. We can also just have seat cam, which we probably don't want to do. We can have interest cam, which helps you like gauge whether or not people are enjoying it. Cinematic is probably what you want if you want to get nice vistas of your park like this. If you're not interested in making things look pretty, you don't need to. You do have terraforming tools. I haven't really done much with them. I made like hills over here and a little bit of a lake, but I've seen some amazing stuff like a tiered theme park. You can do fantastic stuff if you're into that type of thing. Similarly, if you're into the management side, the game offers menus upon menus upon menus for anything you could possibly want. You can get it right down to whether or not you add marshmallows to your coffees or stuff like that. There's so many levels. It's hard to see whether or not they actually make a big difference in the long run, but just giving that impression that you might be doing, little subtle changes like, hey, this kickflip, they don't want to. Oh wait, no, it's not the kickflip. I want this. I want this. Hang on. Sometimes if rides are close to milkshake places, you can't get at them. Will it make much difference if I add some marshmallows to the vanilla cosmic shake? I don't know. Maybe it does. It makes it more appealing. You can also choose whether or not it's some marshmallows, a lot, or a little. Sure, let's add a little. At a 10 cents increase. Does that make me more money? Does that make me less money? I'm not sure, but it's just nice that it's an option. So we can see that my most popular attraction is the Nefties, I think, which is this gigantic roller coaster. We'll ride it in a second just to show you. But yeah, you've got finance summary. Top guest thoughts is an averaging out, I think, of every individual person. You can't just press on someone and see what they're thinking. They're hungry, need food. Well, there's plenty of places to eat, so it's not my problem. It's because you're stuck in a queue, probably. But people are sick of queuing for the Madness and queuing for my most popular roller coaster. The Madness is my other roller coaster that I think I've had the longest. Yeah, this was the first one I built, and it's a prefab, so I didn't do this one. That's also prefab, the flume thing over here. I did have one that I built myself. I called it May's Armpit because it was a satanic thing of absolute horror, but nobody wanted to ride because roller coasters have excitement ratings, nausea ratings. Hang on. Excitement, fear, and nausea. Ideally, you're striving for three greens across the board. I had like 8 excitement, 12 fear, and 11 nausea, so no bugger wanted to ride it. So it wasn't making me any money, and finding that balance is tough. I will not lie, I found it tough, so eventually I had to scrap May's Armpit. Another nice feature though is that if any of your friends on your friends list on Steam have shared any designs they've made, not just of roller coasters, of any building, you can get them and add them. So for instance, I have one here. I can't build it yet, but it was a roller coaster made by Valinar, that you may know from some of my videos. He called it Dragon Blade, and it's a pretty good roller coaster. It's got massive excitement, reasonable fear, and reasonable nausea. The reason I can't build it yet is because I haven't researched whatever he actually used to make it. So the game does have a research system. As you can see, I'm researching a different type of, or 2 different types of coaster. Depending on how much you're wanting to invest, it takes longer. And again, there's also things like marketing. I have a small marketing campaign going of viral videos. If I wanted to, I could start another campaign, do like TV or, let's see. Diversity of appeal attracts more families but fewer teenagers. That's actually a good counter to the viral videos, because viral videos attract mostly teenagers. The reason I did that is because the only people who were riding May's Armpit were teenagers, because they're stupid. So we have research going. We also have staff. Hang on, what's guest thinking? Teen groups are getting hungry and thirsty because they can't take care of themselves because they're teenagers. Average total spend across the board is almost like balanced out at like 51, I guess. So my park right now is appealing evenly to the 3 groups. You can choose to specialise if you wish. We do also have staff here. You can hire entertainers. You obviously have janitors to clean up puke and rubbish. You have mechanics to fix your rides. You have to kind of watch their happiness as well. Make sure that they're pleased with what they're doing. So one of my entertainers was not as pleased. King Coaster. Where is he? There he is, right there. So King Coaster isn't that happy. Why aren't you happy? He's actually not bad. Are you due for a promotion, perhaps? You are. Alright, let's promote you to capable. That means we have to pay him a little bit more. I've been going on the thought that 20% per raise is enough, and it seems to be working so far. I love that you can just get down to street level though and just walk around almost, or be like Cat Cam if you wanted to. And just live and breathe the park that you've created. So even if you've created a horrible park, you can just get into it and just explore it, and I love that. Anyway, Planet Coaster is about coasters. This one's about to leave. Let's join them. So I will point out that to buy Planet Coaster it is £29.99. Check your regional equivalent if you wish. There will be a link to the Steam store page in the description box below. It's a full price PC game. It has the aesthetic, the finishing touches that I would expect of a finished game. It's definitely not an indie game. Let's put it that way. It doesn't come across as an indie game to me. It's aiming for AAA, I feel, and it's probably achieved that. The level of polish, the level of intricacy you can get into it. The coaster building itself is handled well. It's a little bit confusing when you start out, I won't lie, which is why I haven't made a successful coaster yet myself. But it offers you prefabs, and you can edit prefabs if you wish. So it eases you in, and there is tutorials, although as of yet I believe it's still just tutorial videos rather than interaction. Yeah, this is another pre-built one, and it's super expensive, but it makes tons of money. It's very loud, I apologise for that. Hey, if you want to know what it's like to ride a roller coaster, here you go. The water one on the other end of the park takes like 5 minutes to ride. It's ridiculous. Very relaxing though. Yeah, we're coming into the station now, I believe. Easing ourselves in. You have to be very careful with like brakes here. There's brakes just before there, so you make sure you're coming into the station slow. It is a shame that you can't build a ride that's like really high up red in fear and market it to teenagers. The game doesn't work like that. Red means bad, even if, you know, I think there is a certain group of people who ride scary roller coasters because of the fear. So I guess as far as the coaster stuff goes, that's the only real complaint I would have. If we wanted to put down something, for instance, we would just wanted to extend the path here, we just simply go to pathing and you can build out. Oh, I just did the wrong colour. My OCD. Control Z. Control Z. There we are. So yeah, if I wanted the path to come around here, you can do that. You can change the width if you want. Can I have it come around here past the water ride? Like that. Oh, Venetian carousel had broken down. I didn't notice. You can kind of just come through struts as well. That'll make the struts vanish as and when it's required. So if I wanted to turn this into an area people want to walk, I can keep on coming around like this, like this. There we go, I've connected another part of the park. It takes you under a roller coaster, so it might be a bit of a thrill. You can also add scenery if you want. Again, there's prefab scenery, or you can just do custom stuff. They recently in the patch actually added a bunch of prefabs that look very nice. So for instance, how much did that cost? 177, that's nothing. We've got 21 grand. You can hold Z to spin it around. And the reason you want scenery is your park has an overall scenery rating, which encourages people to stay longer if they like the look of it. It also makes it nicer to stay in a queue if the queue has a lot of stuff to look at. For instance, the queue rating of this ride is 100% because it's surrounded by so many prefab stuff that are just upping the stats. So generally they won't get as pissed off that they're waiting so long because of the scenery stuff around them. Let's see if we can find a ride here that I've not built. I think I built all my existing ones in there. We can build shops, obviously. What about a coaster that I haven't built yet? Well, again, we could attempt a custom one. I'm not sure I want to do that. The Madness we have that one. We don't have Grendel. That's not too bad. It's a junior one, so it's for kids, actually. I don't have a kids roller coaster, so that's perfect. Alright, so this is what it looks like. It's got a castle aesthetic, I guess. Now, can I kind of fit this in? Let's see, like there-ish. Yeah, okay, let's try this. So as it's warning us, we need to place an entrance. I hope I actually did that the right way around. Yeah, so I want to come in from like this angle so I can get a better view. So we'll place the entrance. The entrance is going to be there. The exit is going to be here. Connect entrance to paths. So this is Q. And we want to start coming down here. And then coming up so we can turn. And then down. Oh, and then down. It's a little finicky sometimes. Oh, I've missed the path. Oh dear. In that case, we're going to come... Oh, wait. Perfect. It's a Junior Wendigo. But we also need to connect the exit. It's not obstructed. Don't lie to me, game. There's the exit connected as well. Now what we could also do is do a priority pass. However, because this is not flat, I can't really get a priority pass. It's for kids anyway, so I don't think it'll matter. The reason it's closed is we have to test it before we open it to the public. This is so that you can't kill anybody. Alright, let's ride this. Keep in mind this is a coaster for children. So it's not going to be anything super dramatic. It'll just be nice, I would imagine. You can look around with middle mouse when you're in this view, incidentally. Which can lead to some fantastic... Hello, fellow crash test dummy. It can lead to some fantastic views. Yeah, this is pretty tame, but it's meant for kids. You go through a castle and stuff, that's pretty cool. It would be nice if I had some lights. Oh, and that's just a wonderful view of the sunset there. Yeah, it's super tame, but it's meant to be because of who it caters to. I like the kind of corkscrew overlapping tracks there. It also doesn't have many carts on it though, so not many people will be able to ride it at once. So yeah, it's not going to be a super popular coaster, I think, especially not compared to the giant ones I have. In general though, I probably should have had that a while ago because you need something for kids. So now we can actually... Come on, we just finished the test. There we are. Yes, excitement is low, but we are ready to open it, so that ride is now open and people will have a reason to come down here. So what we probably want to do now is, say, go to custom and type in a bin, because we want some bins here. Oh, they've added some new bin types since the last time I was playing. Now just add a few bins in case they have some rubbish. And we also want some benches for energy. We'll put like one there, there. It's going to have a garbage scenery rating though because we don't have anything around it. So what we could do is say, what fits a kid's theme? And the general theme of my Sleeping Dragon is, sure. That's nice. So if we do that next to the queue's immediately gone up from 0 to 49%. Still not amazing. Maybe a small bush collection there, and a small bush collection there. 52%. Still needs something else. It needs a little something. What about a sword and a stone? I've already got one of them. A vase collection? Sure. Washed up boat, which is treehouse, treasure pile. Sure, that kind of fits the theme. 91%, more than acceptable. We already have actual families. Yep, you can tell they're families as well, adults and kids. Coming to ride it. Oh, I forgot to check what the ticket price for the Wendigo is. The ticket price is £8.50. That's a lot cheaper than my other ones, but it's already made a profit. Guess think Boomboat has a long queue. Yep, it does. It definitely does. Wow, 37% are pissed off that they're queuing for so long. Well, you know what's going to shorten the queue? Charging more money for it because people won't want to ride it. It's making a profit, so I still don't care that much. But yeah, it is a super slow ride. Look how slow the carts move on it. It's all for this one payoff right at the end as well, which I grant you is actually pretty good. We'll watch it from this cart up here coming down. Oh, we just finished research. Perfect timing. Is that full? Yeah, it's full. Now watch them as they die. It's all for that big payoff at the end here. But yeah, the bad thing about this ride is how long it takes. We have had things breaking down. It's you can select how often things are receiving maintenance, and you can also refurb them for a one-off big cost usually. Like for instance, refurb that for 97 because it's not very broken. But if something is very broken, like say this, you can maybe just refurb it for 700. But we did finish research, so let's quickly have a look and see what we researched. We got a Coney Express track ride. And start research. A track ride, sure. I'm trying to work out what the hell Valinar built his coaster with so I can build it. I still don't have what I need yet. It must have been an endgame thing. Oh, there's May's armpit. Yeah, it's pretty bad. I fixed it a little bit so it was out of the red and nausea, but fear is too high, so people won't go on it. Too many tight turns, I think people were saying, was the problem. Those pussies. Oh! I can't get through this video without letting you hear the fantastic pirate music for the whirligig. I'm going to get real close so it's real loud. I've been plaguing my streams with this tune. I love it. Come on, get on it faster. In fact, let's ride the damn thing. Cinematic cam, let's go. Pirate music, start. I command it. It sounds even better when you fast forward time, actually. Alright, it's full. Let's hear it. Da, 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 da. I'm going to let it play for like 30 seconds. It's going to be stuck in your head for the day, and you're going to hate me for it, but it's important that you listen to this music. I wonder what my abandonment percentage is going to be like at this point in the video. Oh god, that's more horrifying than the ride. So I think I've said everything I want to say about Planet Coaster. If you're looking for a theme park or roller coaster tycoon-esque management sim that does both games better, I think you don't need to look any further than Planet Coaster. It looks gorgeous. It does have some frame rate issues when your park gets really, really big. I would say that the roller coaster stuff is very trial and error in terms of getting those balances right. But in general, I don't really have anything bad to say besides that. The coaster stuff is a little iffy. In general, I'm being too successful for this being my first proper park. So I'm glad that they're kind of making the management stuff harder, although as of yet it's not really affecting me that much. If you're into this type of game, it gets a hearty recommendation from me. I think the price is fair given that it's a fully finished AAA game, I would say. There will be that link to the Steam store page for you to check out more. It's sitting on overwhelmingly positive at the time of me recording this, I think. There is some DLC available and more on the way, I believe. Check it out. Read full reviews of people who've put in hundreds of hours if you want more in-depth opinions. Thank you for watching though, and I shall see you next time. Ta-ta for now.